Hey guys, we are Anthony and Amanda Fallon of Fat Calf Brasserie here in Shreveport, Louisiana. A little over a year in our current location, and this dream came about. It's been in the making for quite some time, but we started laying the groundwork probably 3.5 years ago. I currently had worked at a restaurant here in town for many years, and we had some stuff in the family that took place that kind of was a pivoting point in my life, and I realized I need to do something on my own. So we started at that time doing underground dinners, guerrilla dining, speakeasy dining, to kind of start putting funds aside to open up a restaurant. And luck had it, we had some friends of ours reach out, a local farmer, and we started a food truck, made a partnership, and started a food truck with them in a local brewery here in town. And it was great. It wasn't really fulfilling the void of what I needed to do for myself. So it kind of took a direction that we weren't anticipating it to take. So we stepped away, and I found this location that we are currently at, and at the time it was a diamond in the rough. It had a lot of history of not being successful, small parking lot, cursed location. We heard it all when we told everyone where we were thinking about opening Fat Calf.
In November of 2019, and have just kind of faced many struggles since then. It was a long, hard road to get here. It was a dream that you had for a very long time, and then finally got it. Everything was going really well. We had about 5 months under our belt, less than actually, and the pandemic hit, and we were abruptly shut down.
Which we thought would be for 2 weeks.
Right.
Which was still hard to shut down. And
send our employees home and do all that. And so we just ended up being closed for 4 months. So we reopened in June, end of June, only to be shut down 3 days into our service because of a COVID case. Shutting down. And you know, obviously that's not sustainable long term. We ended up doing just the takeout model for a little while, just to keep people employed, keep people on payroll. Barely breaking, I mean, we weren't breaking even on payroll, I mean on takeout. But we had to keep going, and so we ended up reopening. It's been pretty rocky for the last couple of months. You never know what's coming down the pipe. You never know when the governor's gonna send us back, and so it's been a pretty hard road, but luckily we've had great community support, and we're just trucking along. The way that we've been impacted the most is just being in an area with a really high caseload. It's like Louisiana, we just can't quite get it together. It's obviously the middle of the winter, so we've
lost our outdoor dining pretty much.
Yes.
That we just invested in.
Yeah, we just invested to create more outdoor dining, but it's not covered or heated, and so we're still on a very limited capacity. We just recently had another shutdown in the week before Christmas, which was a really hard time to close, obviously because it's the holidays. We were like slated for a very killer week with reservations. It was going to be awesome, and then we had another COVID case situation for us. We tried to figure out how we could help them during that time, and we're able to pull together a little something to do that for them, even though we knew that it was not ideal for our bottom line, but we know that we have to take care of our people, and in return we will be taken care of. And so really I think right now it would just be a huge blessing to be able to have some help with things like payroll to kind of lift that burden, so we could invest more in outdoor seating to just ensure stability for our employees. Lo and behold, we get information about this Barstool Sports Fund, and so we are just very honored to be able to apply for this, and very grateful for the opportunity. So we just hope that our story means something to you, as well as the many other stories that you hear from around the country. Like, everybody has just been impacted so greatly by this, and so people like you doing this for us means so much.
It's amazing.